If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized.
Why do they say penalized? I don't get it! I'm sorry, that makes me laugh, and it's just like, every bunny gets penalized, and I'm like, that makes me think of rabbit penises! That's not okay! I should not be thinking about rabbit penises while I'm fighting for my life! This is a weird, weird sentence! Thanks, game, you created this sentence! Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to another, hopefully not rage-inducing episode of Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, last time I kinda lost my cool a little bit. Here's a shameful clip of my enragement. How do I make the clock hands move? I know what I need to do! No, God, how? Damn it, game, tell me what do you want from me? There's no clues, there's no hints, there's no nothing! I should have another look at the board game. Well, I looked at the board game, and all Clover says is, well, doesn't it look like a board game? No fucking shit! Give me useful information, god damn it! Yeah, feel really embarrassed about that, but in my defense, fuck that puzzle. Fuck that puzzle and everything it stands for. And guess what? We're back to the story bits, the parts I actually care about, so let's move on to the story bits again. Hooray! Hopefully we'll get an actual, other ending this time, because I got the Tenmyoji ending, but I don't got any of the other endings yet. Okay, so, Assface, Dio, opened up the AB gate because he's a fucking asshole. And why does no one stop him? Why does no one ever stop him?
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
It's always Dio. It's never anyone but Dio. Why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Okay, what does it say? Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we put him in after all. I read on. 0748, one subject released. One subject successfully restored. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of subject 1. Of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. So this proves that 3 people got up out of these pods. See, my guess is, and this is just a guess at this point, but I think there's some validity to it. I think that Sigma, Phi, and Clover were put into these pods. Because here's the thing. K, or Robot Gandhi, Ten, and Assface, Dio, they all, knew about, what it was for, Sigma to, have robotic arms, possibly being a robot, which now, more than likely, because we found that secret thing, he's not a robot, he just has robot arms for reasons that we don't know yet. So, yeah, he has robot arms. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, as of right now, 3 people came out of those pods. They got to be, like, I'm guessing, this is just a guess at this point, they've got to be, Phi, Sigma, and Clover. And the reason I say that is because we know that Tenmyoji was talking about how Alice's body, once it gets to, like, too low of a temperature, it'll freeze naturally because she has Ice 9 in her blood. Well, in her, like, the water in her body is Ice 9. Now, here's the important thing. Here's the very important thing you gotta consider. So, Alice doesn't, like, she claims that she's not all ice. She claims that. Now, here's the thing. We know that her father was involved with cloning. This is a guess. What if Alice is a clone of, what if she is a clone of all ice? Like, and the thing is, like, clones in these games, or even in reality, they are born. Like, you clone them, it's not like they are cloned as fully grown human beings. They are cloned and basically put into, like, a test tube, and they are grown until they eventually get out of that, and then, of course, they use artificial wombs and things like that to birth them. That's, like sci-fi stuff. Now, if that is true, then more than likely, Alice's father and mother were, like, either scientists or researchers, and they, loved her as a daughter, but she was a clone of Alice. That's my guess. That's why she can be frozen just by lowering her body temperature. Now, that's my guess. I don't know, but that would explain why the 3 of us are suddenly in the future. Because obviously we're in a future time. Like, by all the clues we've given, we are in a future time. That is why Ten, who is actually Junpei, is so much older. And Akane was older. And it also is why Dio is a circus performer. He's some of the only entertainment these people have. And Quark was talking about, like, the big war and, like, not having a mother. And a lot of people don't have mothers. That's because it's a post-apocalyptic future with less people in it. And these guys don't know that. So anyway, let's keep going.
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep.
Exactly, like I just said.
Well, 3 people, actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
Yep. That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier, don't know how much earlier. Long time. I don't know how long into the future we are in this one. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found... Oh yeah, because in this timeline we found the old dead lady, didn't we? Who, I still think that's Akane. Whether or not I'm right, I don't know. Then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me.
Well, you were one of them. At least I'm pretty sure you were one of them. And in that outfit, you would freeze real easy. You'd freeze real good, sweetie. You're cold as ice.
How am I supposed to know that?
I don't know. I wasn't...
All it says is subject.
I wasn't asking for serious here.
A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
That's a point. Doesn't it say they were put into... It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep, either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
They purposefully, erased it so that these people wouldn't realize that they're far into the future. At least that's what I think the purpose of this whole thing is. I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not 9:15 a.m. Yeah, thus, those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered the activation whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
I mean, that would make sense. I mean, yes, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Again, why? Perhaps he deleted a bunch of data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
Nope, unfortunately, no. That is not the case, I'm betting. So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
Right. We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Now we're gonna head the long way back, which is a really long way. Yeah, we gotta go to the warehouse and then back up to, through the blue door, I'm guessing. And we're gonna find the white doors! Memento Mori in the 9th... If the 9th lion ate the sun.
It looks just like the other one.
Okay.
Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
So it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look. We don't really have time for that. The AB door's open. Come on, guys.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
Yep. So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
And? Yeah, that's true.
We're a
so
pair, right? And who's our opponent? Exactly.
Quark?
But he's in the pod right now, so...
Oh, you bitch!
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
I am not gonna be a son of a bitch to Quark. I'm not gonna do it. I like that kid. He got a root beer float. He deserves that root beer float too. He had a horrible life. And now this? I mean, seriously. You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to?
No!
I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No! Whoops, wrong button. No! No, that's not it. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally without worrying about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me.
Okay. You know, last episode, I talked about, like, finally get to, like, slam her onto the table. Guess what? I want to slam her onto the floor and put my boot up her ass, because goddamn, she is pissing me off again. Again, Snake would be disappointed in you. I wish Snake was here to slap some sense into you.
We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
No, we don't.
So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
Fuck you. I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious?
Yes!
You were really going to pick ally?
I am going to pick ally. I will not let you choose betray.
Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this.
I don't care. I'm not going to be an asshole just because you're a bitch.
Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round.
I don't care. I am not gonna be a son of a bitch.
For all we know, there might not even be a next round.
Yeah, because someone might die. I don't know. It's a risk you take when you are being a good person and trying to save everyone.
There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right?
I don't know.
Dio, K, and 5.
Well, let's hope they don't choose betray then. Or maybe they'll betray each other. I don't know. What group were they in? I've forgotten. It's been a while.
What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
We will hit them over the head to keep them from leaving. It worked when I had 9 BP, like everyone else. Seriously, like everyone else who gets 9 BP magically gets to leave. I'm the only one who gets caught. Then again, it's because the other 3 kind of tackled me. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Fi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Allison K, and Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that.
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his 9 BP.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally, then Kay would have 9 BP.
Well, shit.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then.
At the same time, this is Assface. Dio Assface is definitely not going to, like, pick Ally. He is Assface. Assface will not choose Ally, I guarantee it.
If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
You don't know that. That's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here? Even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not.
Yes, it actually is. I mean, like, in one of the other timelines, like, Fi got 9 and she didn't leave. Then again, that was because I had knowledge from the future other reality times. Either way, still didn't happen. Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. Actually, we can think about how we're going to vote, like, now and along the way, because we're going to have to vote the second we get back, because we're wasting so much time here! There's a couple things I gotta do when we get back.
Fine.
Fine to you too. Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. I get the reason that, like, these transitional cutscenes are here is, one, partially for loading time, I'm guessing, and the other part is, at least what I can assume, is actually going to be, for example, like, your first time through to show you where everything is, because on each path you just wouldn't know at that point. If this was my first time through, I wouldn't know it. But it still takes forever! And I have to fill the void with my wonderful dulcet tones, which I don't mind doing, but at the same time, you guys are probably just as bored with this transition as I am. Get through the magenta door, hurry up. Alright. Where's Assface? I want to make his face meet his ass. Yes, you heard me right. I'm gonna bend him over backwards. I'm gonna bend him over backwards and make him eat his own ass and be like, this is what you get, Assface! I really don't like him. I really don't like him. Hi, Alice! I like you again.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Oh yeah, I figured that would happen. Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I was only a few seconds. I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground I can't talk. And from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
We tested them on plants. Hopefully humans and plants are not far off, although apparently plants are more like termites according to Zero Senior, but I mean, whatever.
Probably.
No, they're definitely safe. We tested them on plants. He's fine. The plant broke, but he'll be fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they?
They are fine!
Look, I'm just worried about him, alright?
I figured as much.
Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay, come on then.
And as you notice, whenever Tenmyoji says he trusts someone, or says that he is going to, like, you know, rely on someone, or he even just does something like this and is like, hey, take me there, he asks, like, Clover. And this makes sense. It makes sense why he would trust Clover, is because he remembers Clover, like, you know, from when she, you know, they were on the boat. As soon as she finished, she was off. Ten followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone. Out the magenta door. Alright. You guys got some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the BP gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Vi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
No offense, Luna. The problem is not the fact that all of them didn't get opened up. The problem is the fact that Assface opened one like he always does! So you're saying only one person, or one pair, jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well, who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you! I was right! Well, I'm gonna like, it's always Dio. Oh my god! This is the perfect place for "It was me! Dio!" Because literally it was Dio. Assface.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to Ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? You didn't find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
I still haven't been to the pantry. Other than, like, to look around for, say, like, you know, like, looking for Alice earlier, yeah. Well, whatever. You should probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you.
Ow, she read it aloud.
Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized.
Why do they say penalized? I don't get it! I'm sorry, that makes me laugh, and it's just like, every bunny gets penalized, and I'm like, that makes me think of rabbit penises! That's not okay! I should not be thinking about rabbit penises while I'm fighting for my life! This is a weird, weird sentence! Thanks, game, you created this sentence!
In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
At the very least, we can agree on that. He did not know that. I think he would have opened it up anyway, because he's a douche nozzle. But either way, yeah. So you wouldn't have opened it if you did.
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Bro? I'm not your bro. I don't have a good backup analogy. I'm not your bro. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I'm failing you.
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah?
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just has these pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately it can't.
How do you know that?
Because the machine told us. Oh, well, it said so on screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Alright, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
Yes. If you trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh my god, that's brilliant! That may be a way to get the thing off! So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Guys? 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 Guys?
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
Okay, I feel like I'm the only person who has remembered. Hold on. There is a vote to do! Vote, please! I was not expecting this! I mean, I'm not upset, but I was not expecting this! What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work? Well, what else could that mean?
Sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna.
No, you don't. You leave best girl alone, underboob, secondary best girl. You're secondary best girl, but you're still not best girl. You're underboob. Underboob is good. It's like secondary best girl title, I guess.
Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
That's a good point.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kid could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility. Told you.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is...
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Indeed it is! Go Luna! And Phi too, I guess, because here's the thing with Phi. Phi is willing to betray people, but only when it, would literally cost her her life if she didn't. Now, she's smart enough to know who would pick ally and who would pick betray, because Phi is really smart, and she definitely wouldn't want to kill someone. She doesn't seem the type. The only time she seems like she was willing, to kill people was when I betrayed her in that other timeline.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
God, I hope so. Sounds good. Okay then, 1010, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
No, but I'm gonna tell you it anyway.
I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Good.
Come on. We don't have much time left.
Yes.
We need to go.
Yes. Let's go, Underboob. Wow, thank God we don't have to waste time on the map again. Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AB rooms. I just...
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I just want to say one thing. Whoever was running, they were like jangling, which I think was K because of all the armor, but that's my guess. I'm not really sure. I just heard a lot of jangling when they were running. Alright, Clover. We should probably head into...
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. We gonna vote. We gonna vote good.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yes, I do. No. The answer is no. Unless it involves you getting on the table, no. Yeah, you told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this.
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Wait, really?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose Ally.
Oh. Hey, there's more than just... Hey, that's more than just a bit. That's like someone trading a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
I think that he may have revealed that he is Junpei. He may have revealed things to her that, like, you know, made her, like, sure that he was Junpei, and now she doesn't want to betray him. Either that or he mentioned how much he loves Quark and doesn't want her to hurt Quark, and literally just told her, Clover, I trust you, and therefore now she doesn't want to.
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Sure. Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promise. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, fine. I won't ask again. But 1010 doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji.
We certainly are, and I had enough of that the first time.
Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. Just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh ho! So you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is now? So she does know that he's Junpei! She must know! Holy crap, yes!
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
And she would never betray Junpei, not after what happened in the last game.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please, choose Ally.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you, so...
Alright. And with that, I turn to face the voting machine. The question was, what should I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover said, betraying Quark was like betraying 1010. I ain't gonna betray 1010 again! That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was a helpless child who cannot defend himself right now! And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds.
I don't have time! Why am I thinking about this? What would my choice be? What should I do? Ally or betray? I choose...
3, 2, 1.
I choose to... Ally! Hooray!
Round
Now I just have to worry about what everyone else picked.
Game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. Oh.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Something I want to point out just before we do this is, notice that whenever you look at Kay, he looks like he has like a freaked out expression, even though he has little to no expression because of the mask. Just watch for it. There it is. What happened? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Well, obviously that was going to happen. So, yeah, they chose to betray because they knew Dio was going to betray. And, of course, Luna and Phi chose Ally because they're badass. And then I was a good person and I chose Ally because I am a good person.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yes, I did. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have done. So, you guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote Ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position. You
know, actually, I have to say, after playing this game for so long, I've gotten really adjusted to, the 3D, character models they've got. I still don't like them quite as much as the sprites from the last game, but, I mean, like, the 3D models kind of grow on you, you know?
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole.
I called him Assface for a reason!
Were you trying to kill me?
Yes.
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted Ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
Kay has gotta be a robot of some kind, because like, he says things so matter-of-factly most of the time.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
you can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose Betray.
I mean, here's the thing. In this timeline, I actually do have to agree with Dio, unfortunately, because he's actually right. In this instance, choosing Betray was the smartest move to be the best deterrent. At the same time, he chose that knowing that he could kill Alice. So, yeah, kind of an asshole.
I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with a rumbling sound of doors sliding shut. Shabunk.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Well, that's nice. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Yep.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
The parent Solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair. Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. And there are 3 remaining solos. K is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. Dabu dee dabu die. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Oh, yeah, lay it on us. Lay it on us, white-haired lady. How are the groups going to stake out this time? Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A. 1010 and Quark pair up with me. Oh god, no. Not again. I remember what happened last time. Phi and Alice go with Dio. And Luna and Clover go with Robot Gandhi. In the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh god, I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then.
So she's been with Dio every fucking round.
Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Yep. That is a thing that has happened. Okay.
So, what should we do now?
That is the important question, isn't it?
It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Whoa, like 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Excelavir, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine.
Oh, fuck you, ass face. You can go hang out by yourself for all I care. Although, if Dio... I am very, very starting to suspect that Dio is actually the Myrmidon and the guy who planted the bombs. Because, like, we saw, like, a flash image. Like, when, like, both times when, what is his name? Sigma was close to, like, figuring out, like, he's like, I think you're the one who planted the bombs, and like 2 different endings now that I haven't gotten yet because they're locked. We see Dio holding a detonator. Now, whether or not he set the bombs, we don't know because he did have the detonator, but that doesn't mean that he set the bombs. He could take the detonator from someone else at some point. I don't really know.
I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
Let's split up, gang! After some discussion, Assface and Robot Gandhi were assigned to the pantry, Best Girl and Underboob to the treatment center, and Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
And then we will all die, which is bad.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
Right. With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. I remember this room. It wasn't that difficult, but I still didn't like it. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
Ah.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Oh, that makes sense. Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
I mean, maybe we should try places we haven't been, like maybe other new places that may have opened up, because this does not seem like a way that would actually, you know, like, if we've already been there, more than likely we will not find the Excelsior. So, this is the real thing?
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but...
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
Remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
Oh, I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then the newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
Yes?
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Yeah, it's welded shut. Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom!
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
That's true. Yeah, but the number 9 door has a possibility of opening. This is welded shut. This is not opening up ever.
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Excelsior. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You 2 take this floor, all right?
Okay, got it.
Okay.
You know, this reminds me of a certain event that happened in 999, when Ace went into the other room, and I was left alone with Clover. You're right, this is the origin of the table. We looked everywhere we could, but turned up nothing. Damn it, there's no table in here. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with the stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
So what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? They're secret agents. Okay, they're not secret agent men, but they are secret agents. I know it. I was gonna sing the secret agent men song, but that doesn't work here. Damn it. Reference destroyed. Heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what was it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked at the floor. Then, finally, she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you.
Oh.
Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Got it. I won't tell Underboob nothing.
Promise?
Nothing. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potential disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there's only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. Kids, settle down. This is the story of how I met Alice. I told you I played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped. We were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert, which was badass at the time. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice along. Okay, that makes sense. And this is all information we've heard before from Alice, but we're going to find out again. Unfortunately, we couldn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there, on the run. Yes, Akane and Santa. Unless Akane is the old lady and she's dead, which would be very sad. And I don't know where Santa is. Seriously, I would like to have some closure on Santa, and maybe Seven. I mean, like, where is Seven in all this badassness? Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some sort of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating, which actually does make sense. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go the way they had. My mom got real worried about me and my brother, since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. How rich is your family, kid? Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one! Yes, he is! I could write a fucking book about how badass Snake was! Dear God, I love Snake! I'm so sad he's not in this game! I mean, Seven's badass, but Snake? That motherfucker, I'd follow that guy into battle! No questions asked. He'd be like, I think it's time we go to war. And I'd be like, I'm with you, buddy. Let's go! Oh, I'd buy that game. I'd buy that game. And he was in both of the Nonary games, too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two Nonary games were different people. They're totally different, sorry. It doesn't matter to my mom, though, so after all that, these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful, I'm not surprised. Like, you and your brother were practically adults, and you had these, like, big, bulking bodyguards around you. I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm willing to bet that, like, you know, Snake didn't need the bodyguards. You could probably beat the shit out of the bodyguards. Seriously, Snake would be a better bodyguard than the bodyguards. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. That sucks. One time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave. Okay, don't go for it. Like, run away. So we did. After that, we lived on our own. I'm not surprised. You and Snake could do that. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music! Oh my god, Snake gets more and more badass the more I learn about him! He played the harp, and he started writing this kind of new-agey music. It got kind of popular, so he didn't have too much to worry about surviving. Sometimes he'd play a little He played at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up to listen to him play and cry. Well, God, his music was that good, but then again, knowing Snake probably was. Or some of them would meet on their own and recruit and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. Wait, Snake wrote a book? About what? I know it sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. Oh my God, you use them as test subjects for another, morphogenic field game. Oh God, that pisses me off. A bunch of them look familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. Well, that makes sense. I was thinking that. We were all excited to see each other, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in and killed the mood, didn't she? Whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral outbreak. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all humanity, not just one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. Today we fight the monsters that are at our door! Today we are canceling the apocalypse! I love that line from Pacific Rim, and this is exactly what the speech reminded me of, that badass speech. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of this is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's the closest thing, right? Okay? Espers can resonate their consciousnesses with another person through this thing called the morphogenic field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everyone she brought was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm making all this up, huh? No, I don't, especially because I apparently have robot arms, so yeah, very possible. I don't blame you. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that! I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to do some weird ability I had for them? No way! I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you, she told us how they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided. That sounds like Snake. So I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization, and the SOSIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something I might want to know more about? That got me curious, yeah. Because she couldn't talk to you at the time and try to convince you. Had to let you go home for a couple of days. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice. Help Alice out. Junpei equals like 7 other participants from the second Nonary game. Akane equal one of the people behind the second Nonary game. Wow. They literally spelled that out for us. I mean, like, for people who don't know, I get it, but that was a little bit, like, too meta. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join SOAS. Basically, Alice is like, we need you to save the world, and Clover was like, no, we're not gonna. And then 7's like, hey guys, I need you to save the world. We're on it, 7! 7 is badass even when he's not officially in the story. Go 7! For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOAS agent needed. The other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. Harder, better, faster, stronger! After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenic field to translate what I found to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I've been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. That actually makes sense as to how, like, they found Clover. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. Wow, she doesn't talk about how Alice's father was killed. I mean, granted, like, if they killed someone and left him there, Clover wouldn't know who he was, so that makes sense. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back, I started to cry. She was just so cool and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. You should not be more like Alice. You should be more like Clover. I remember Clover from the first game. Apart from Axe Murderer ending, Clover was cool. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get some useful information. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. Yep, and that's when you got captured. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself I wouldn't screw it up, and immediately you screwed it up by getting captured. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. It tired me out, too. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
No, that very well could be it. There could be... I wonder if Zero Senior... or possibly Akane, because if Old Lady is Akane, well then again she's dead, but either way, Old Lady is Akane, she is a lot more powerful than Clover was, so yeah, that's very possible. Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about. They were trying to spread the virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all about the other stuff, but this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
Fine, let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know.
No, all we know is soon.
Soon is not exactly an answer. But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah, it could be next week or next month or even next year.
Or like a long time in the past.
Or it could have happened already.
Yep, that's what I just said. Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense?
Yeah, with like the...
Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article?
Yeah, like all this points to the virus has already been released.
And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5.
Okay, that's fair, but still.
Quark is out too.
So you're saying 1010, Assface, Phi, or Best Girl, possibly all of them are lying. I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Well then, what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean.
Oh joy, it's one of those cults. Purifying the unclean?
Oh, unclean. Unclean, unclean, unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up. Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
Een? She leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neostigmine.
Okay. Neo what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. All right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly.
Are you saying you've heard of this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
Oh my god, how do you know that word?
That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh.
Much easier?
Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright?
I tend to start at the top, too. Work my way down, if you know what I mean.
The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Okay. Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
Why can no one just say penalized?
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying the neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
Until I understand it, woman! So we can just inject ourselves with this and if we get penalized.
Yeah!
See, I can say it penalized, not penalized. Penalized!
We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, that's still good news. And I think that after this, we're gonna open up the other ending here, because I think with this will open up the 5 minutes of life thing to figure out, like, how to not die. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
Best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff. Somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey! Clover, wait! Clover! Damn it, Clover. It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. And I'm stuck here by myself. Thanks, Clover. Really needed that right now. I was, I think understandably, upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed back upstairs. Why does Fi look like that? Oh my god, I think she's also infected. Oh shit! Oh, where did Clover go? Fi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly dazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? You scared me, Fi. I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. What is wrong with Fi? Because this doesn't seem like Radical 6. Radical 6 is like, almost like paranoia, but like, this is something different. Right, got it. Thanks. No, you should be more concerned with what's going on with Fi. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Go get some rest, okay? Still no response. Okay, this is freaking me the fuck out. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Okay. Okay, the treatment center. This is really ominous, guys. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be here in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone here to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. Where is everyone? They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As if I could tell, he was still asleep. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine, I guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. Oh god, I'm scared right now. What's going on? Okay, they're not in the pantry, obviously. They're not in floor B warehouse. They don't seem to be in the lounge. Where the fuck is everybody? They're not here either. Where is everyone? Why am I all alone in the facility? Why is Fi going cray-cray? Where is everyone? What the hell is my question 2? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Oh my god. Oh my god, I remember. I've been kind of waiting for... Oh no. Oh no, I think... Oh shit. Oh no. So remember in the opening video, there is like a picture of a bunch of dead bodies? Oh shit. Oh shit, I think I found that ending. I ran into the room and stopped short. I may as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What? What happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand. I looked down to see blood. I knew it. Oh, a fast, warm pool of fresh blood stretched out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... Everyone. It's... everyone! Except K! In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. Oh my god! Oh my god, I mean, like, how did... Here's my question. Why was Fi all like, and why was she all weird? And how is she here now? I mean, like, yes, there was plenty of time for her to get there, but I mean, like, what happened? And obviously Kay isn't here, so he's got to be the murderer. There were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. I can easily tell who is who. I will do it for you. Assface is dead over to the left. Alice is at his feet. Clover is there in front of her. And then we have Best Girl, oh no. And then we have Fi at the desk, and Tenmyoji's taking a dirt nap in the back. How can you not tell who is who? Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's quite possible Kay isn't a killer. That Radical 6 spread to all of them and they all committed suicide. It's very possible. I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. The scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade soaked with gore. This is how they had died. This tiny blade. Oh god. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Oh my god, I'm also infected with Radical 6, aren't I? Time to wake up. No, 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 Sigma, no! My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. Oh no! I lifted it slowly and carefully to my neck as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. And drew it across my throat. What, that's an ending? That is an ending? Are you kidding me? Holy I got a second ending, but it's like bad ending. It's like horrible ending. Where the fuck was Kay? Kay was not there with us. Quark was in the pod. God, when he wakes up, things are gonna get bad. Then again, he'll probably just kill himself too. Fuck. Oh my god. I mean, it's obvious that we were infected with Radical 6 and that's why we killed each other, but where was Kay? Where was Kay in all this? God. Okay, I'm gonna skip past this, you guys, and maybe I'll go back and do, like, because I'm pretty sure that if I do the other, like, you know, choice to betray, it'll be, you know, different. I mean, like, I know I'm, like, way over time here, but I mean, like, I may have to split this into 2 episodes, like I did one of my earlier videos, but this is so big, I can't just, like, end this and start a new video with, like, you know, just getting the bad ending. I gotta finish this out, so I'm gonna see if I can skip this. I can. Okay, I can skip the credits, because I've already seen them. That was Clover's ending? Secret agent woman. I mean, I get that, but I mean, like, that was Clover's ending? Clover's ending sucked! I mean, Tenmyoji at least had, like, some happiness to it, and the fact that, like, we got some nice information, but holy crap, that just sucked! That was, like, 10 levels of what the fuck! Dear God! Ugh! Okay, so that's the Clover ending. That was a horrible ending. Oh, God. And we're just gonna go back and choose Betray to get the bad ending here, because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna lead to a bad ending. Clover gonna be pissed at what I choose. Clover gonna be pissed at what I'm about to choose. So will Tenten. Tenten will not be happy. In fact, I will probably get killed after this. Vote has been recorded, please wait. Yep, we're skipping ahead, and now...
What did you choose, Sigma?
Nothing! You didn't see me push the button? Okay. Well, you'll see in a moment. What you do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose Betray.
Yes, it is! Why would you admit to that? Heh. I grinned and headed toward the display. My god, I'm being a dick in this ending! Then again...
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
I was gonna say, then again, it wouldn't matter even if I get out of here, because I'm definitely infected with Radical 6 and we all gonna die.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I wonder if this changes other people's votes too. I'm actually curious. Nope, that's the same. That's the same. And then I am the asshole. Because I am always the asshole in this game. Well, not always, but most of the time.
Points, please.
Okay.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. So I do have an ending where I get out instead. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
He'd have to do better than shouting if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, unlocking the device right in front of me. The unlocking device right in front of me, sorry. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Wow, I am being a dick in this ending, but like normally I'm not. Am I motivated by the fact that I died last time, maybe? That actually would make sense. The door began to open. The heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not just going to leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah, he's tough.
Just leave it to us.
Oh God! Hey, don't do anything you'll regret! This door only opened once, you know. If you stop me, then... Oh God! Oh no! Shit! I spun around to face the door. There it was right in front of me. Freedom! I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. Sigma never gets out.
The number 9 door has been opened.
Yes, it has.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Yes, it will. Shit! Let me go! Let me go, goddammit! I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressing against my back. Kay had to be holding me. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves! The door only opens once if I don't!
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
this is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
Ooh, she like threw her through, I'm guessing. I couldn't see what happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. So I don't know if she punched her through the door, but still. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
Well, you're gonna.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, All doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
At least there's food in the pantry. I mean, like, we know that.
Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Bad ending. Yep, but we knew that going into it. So, yeah, we have very much finished off a lot of these now. So we've got 2 of 9 endings. Okay, so we got 2 of 9 endings. Whoopsie. Okay, 5 minutes of life. Apparently that still wasn't enough, even though I know about the little drug that will save me. Because this has not opened yet, because I still don't know about a string of numbers. I don't know who planted the bomb, which is the same for this one. And apparently I don't have the thing I need to get here because we didn't talk about it earlier, maybe? I don't know, because here's the thing. We found it in this ending, like, what the item is. It's the neostigmine. So with the neostigmine, we should have been able to do it, but we can't unlock this yet. So I guess that means that because I've done pretty much everything I can over here, I think it's finally time to go literally way back to the beginning. Back with, like, you know, the very first door. And finally make the choice to go through this door. I believe that we're going with Luna. At least I think we are. I'm not positive. But I think we're going with Luna. Okay. Fi and I will... Yep. We're going to be going with Luna through the magenta door. So that is where we are going to pick it up next time. Because, dear God, this episode ran on for a long time. But, like, I just had a feeling this was leading to an ending. And I really wanted to see it through to the end. So, yeah. Either I'll split this up into 2 episodes. Or it's going to be one long episode. We'll see in the future. Either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. Getting another ending. We finally have another ending. Ending number 2. Yeah! Even though it was a horrible, terrible ending that, God, I wish I could take back in some ways. Anyway, next time we're gonna go through the door with Luna, and I guarantee you we will not be betraying Luna until we have to eventually betray Luna, which will suck. But my first time through, I will not betray Luna because I like Luna. Luna is best girl right now. Anyway, thanks again for watching, for being here with me, cheering me on, hopefully. And next time, we're going to go with Luna. It's going to be fantastic. So I will see you in the next one. And until then, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe for more delicious content so we can go on more adventures together. Feel free to leave a comment down below to tell me what you thought of the video, and be sure to hit the like button so I know everyone enjoyed it. Thanks again, and be sure to have yourself a beautiful day.